Hi, I'm Kathy Weaver, and thank you for visiting my YouTube channel, and definitely thank you for subscribing. I love, love, love seeing those numbers go up, and I definitely appreciate your support. We've talked on this playlist about posting parties. Why do you want one? How do you do one? Where are they? How can you find one, etc. And I am happy to let you know that I can help facilitate one for your organization, your group. All you have to do is say, I found you on YouTube. That'll get you in any of my posting parties at no charge. So I would love, love, love to connect with you. Don't hesitate. Kathy@kathyweaverkc.com is my email address. You can see that right on my YouTube banner, right on my business card. So let's do it, right? And I'm happy to help. Just mention that you found me on YouTube. That would be the greatest news ever. So now I'd like to talk about something that I feel is one of the least well utilized, figure that one out, on LinkedIn, and yet what I have found to be the most effective, one of the most effective. We've talked all about this before. If you haven't seen profile, video, audio message, all of those things, please go back on this playlist and take a look. We talked about bio, we talked about section, we talked about featured section, we talked about your activity and how to get it on your posting party, how to knock on the door, etc. Here's experience. I think that speaks for itself. Plus sign in the magic pencil. Let people know what you're doing and basically why you do it. If you've authored a book or two, put that on there, different things like that. Education, if you choose to, certifications, volunteering. Again, the plus sign, the pencil, I think that piece is self-explanatory. Now, keep going, boom, recommendations. Instantly, as a financial advisor, you're saying, wait a second, stop. I can't do recommendations. I can't receive them. I promise I get that. I understand the entire compliance situation. I was in that industry for many years before. I get that. But please hang on a second. If you have not taken a look at this video, you might be missing a very huge piece that has to do with networking. Now, let's step back a bit, because what happens if you don't have a recommendation section on your LinkedIn profile yet? How did we do it before with the featured section? Add profile section. If you don't have recommendation on your page yet, this is where you find it and just add it. Super easy, click, and there it is. So now let's scroll down to the recommendation section. And I'm going to show you why this is so cool. I call it cross-pollinating, and I really love it. Have you met any of the people on my recommended list yet? These are the folks who have recommended me so far. Click on that, take a look, because once again, you're interviewing me. You're interviewing me. Do you want to buy a Kangen water machine from me or someone else? Interview me. Find out why people support me, support my water business, whatever that looks like. Okay, keep scrolling. All right, find out who has recommended me and perhaps why. And I'm going to show you why this is so phenomenal for cross-pollinating, as I call it. Well, here's Debbie Miller again. If you see, she has been one of the supporters on my comments. She's commented on my posts several times. She knocks on the door, she tags, she hashtags, and she does emojis as far as responses, which is engagement. Back and forth conversation, back and forth conversation. What does that look like? Why is that important? Because when you see someone on someone's page for recommendation, now obviously if you're going to work with them, you probably want to read the recommendations. That's great. But I always do it one step further for a chance, if you will, to connect with other people. So I haven't connected with Debbie yet. Now I go to Debbie's page and I get to see her LinkedIn banner. She's got a LinkedIn video message. Here's the little speaker. She's got a LinkedIn audio message. You keep taking a look at someone else you haven't met yet on LinkedIn. She has a featured section, complete with videos. Okay? Look at the different things that you can do. So once again, scroll down. Here's Debbie's recommendations. I want to find out if I should work with Debbie. Now you're going to take a look at her recommendation list. And again, for me, it's networking. Are you going to check the people out that are on Debbie's recommendation list? And what if you actually haven't connected with them yet? Who's this? Kathy Weaver, Kangen Water Rep. What? Click and boom. You see how that works? You're on their page. Now let's go back to the financial advisors. Again, I was in the industry for a while. I understand the compliance piece. As soon as someone recommends you because you're amazing, you help them with their finances, whatever that looks like, you get a message in LinkedIn that says, Kathy Weaver recommended you. And your first brain is going, oh, rats, I can't accept it. Hang on a second. Kathy writes you a glowing recommendation for how fabulous you are in the financial services market. What do you do with it? Well, in my case, I copy paste it, put it in a Word file, because some days you kind of need to know that someone does recommend you, someone does like you, and the work that you're doing is worth it. And you might want to just read it over for refresh. But then what are you going to do with it? You're going to write to them and say, thank you so much. This is fabulous, hopefully. And then what are you going to do? You're going to go to their LinkedIn page, my friends, and you're going to write a recommendation for them. And what does that do? First of all, let's be sincere. I mean, that's the point. But now you write a recommendation for them. Who do you think is going to be at the top of their recommendation pages? Hello? This is an opportunity for networking extraordinaire. Okay? Especially if you are not comfortable asking for a recommendation. Hey, could you recommend me? I'm really fabulous and amazing, and you know that. Can you let the world know for me? Some people aren't comfortable doing that. But what happens if you write a recommendation for someone? Most of the time, social media etiquette would say that you're going to write one for them too. So now you're at the top of their pages of the recommendation list. You've got one more opportunity for networking. It's not necessarily a matter of give to get, but if you're not comfortable asking for one, so you recommend them first, most likely, most probably, they will do a recommendation for you. Another chance, it's totally another chance to be on the social media platforms in a very effective way. Remember, if you don't have a recommendation section yet, click on Add Profile section. It's right there. And let's get started with some positivity going on as far as recommending people all over these amazing social media platforms. You see what I talk about with how incredible LinkedIn is from a standpoint of all the different facets, and we haven't even touched the surface of what LinkedIn has to offer. These are just a few of the tips and techniques I help with when I get to facilitate posting parties all across the globe. It's a blast. I have met phenomenal people. So if you haven't been to a posting party yet and your team or organization would like one, I'm super duper happy to do that. All you have to do, we'll schedule it on a Zoom, and people can just tell me that you found me on the YouTube channel, and the rest will be amazing. All you have to do is attend, and we'll be ready to roll. So thank you for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for loving posting parties as much as I do. And thank you for upping your profile on LinkedIn. Isn't it cool? You do get a lot of reach that way, by the way. Bye for now.